here now.
And I think that's why Dead or Alive is going to be one of the biggest podcasts on earth.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dead or Alive, baby.
Yes, sir.
We got Anwar with us today.
Yes, it's me.
I'm so excited to have you. I have been looking forward to this for a long time.
Yeah,
We've
the
rescheduled
amount of time
this.
that it took for us to get this.
We're like, hey, actually I can't come. So sorry. Can't come. You said, oh, I'm sick. I said, okay, whatever. We don't gotta do it.
But we figured it out.
Yeah, and we're here now.
And I think that's why Dead or Alive is going to be one of the biggest podcasts on earth, because of the consistency and the constant, like, just for some people give up, I swear, after like two reschedules, but
Nah, I was like,
we gonna get it.
We gonna figure this out, bro. You're like, okay, I'm better. I'm like, okay, do you want to come Monday?
Yeah.
You do a billion and one things, and I don't understand how you have time to. You literally okay. You do project management. You manage S.U.R.F. You have literally created Lotus Rosery with all the homies. Oh my god, there's way more, dude. I can't even think. I'm like, let me think.
Yes.
How do you do so? I don't understand people who can do like so many roles at like. You do stage management. You're everywhere every day. Like, when you text me the other day, you were like, what concert was it? I don't even remember. You're like, there's a
Trippy Red.
And I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, thanks. I'm like, you're just out and about every day. But how do you do it, bro? Like,
honestly, like, I feel like ever since, like, I was like 17, like, it was literally this one year where we did like 40 events in a year.
Oh my god.
And to do 40 events, yeah, it was like with like our old partners, and literally like I feel like I had like bad mentors around me who like their logic was definitely to like grind until like you're there, and like more so quantity versus quality, and just like pushing out as much as you can, and I feel like from like being pushed to that limit where it was literally like me and Tyreek were up at like 6 a.m. in the morning, like not sleeping, not eating, like trying to figure out how we can do something like to just shake the city. Like I feel like with that type of mentality, like now that like I've like gotten like better mentors and like learned how to like kind of calm down and slow things down, like I know my limits, and like I guess that's what I kind of learned from that situation, and that's why I feel like I'm able to like do so much, is because I was pushed like to that limit.
You were, what was it when y'all had the damn, I don't remember what the last Lotus show was called. What was it called?
Sonder City.
But weren't you quite literally like on tour, like the?
Yeah.
I was like, this is in New York right now. Is he gonna be at his own show right now?
Yeah.
Like,
so the craziest thing happened. Like we had been planning that tour for like a month or so. Like we had the opportunity to go on tour with Father after S.U.R.F just made a random tweet. So
cool.
Literally like where I brought on this tour manager and everything, we were getting ready to go. Like I mean, I was gonna stay because you know we have a Lotus show. Like I feel like it would be great if we could do the Atlanta date for S.U.R.F, you know, and things like that. But like a couple of days before a tour, our tour manager goes to like a party and gets COVID.
Damn.
So literally like I'm like, dang, what the hell are we gonna do? Like I have a show. Like, is this the most responsible thing to do for me to go drive 20 hours across the country?
Oh my god. But
and I was like, well, we gotta do this. So
he said, damn, we need a tour manager.
Nah, facts. And like, so I literally I packed my stuff in like less than 2-3 days. We went to pick up the rental, and we did like four stops. We stopped in like Boston, and then we went to like Brooklyn for like the last like kind of part of the tour, and Boston was 20 hours away.
Bruh.
And then we had the Brooklyn show. Like we drove 4 hours to Brooklyn from Boston, and then literally Brooklyn was a day before our Lotus show.
Oh my God.
And so we drove, as soon as like we drove 16 hours from Brooklyn to Atlanta. Once I got to Atlanta, it was like 2-3 hours before sound check. So
Hell no, bro.
I took a shower and I got my ass to the venue and we did a Lotus.
Hey, and it was a great show, so it was all worth it, bro. That's insane. I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to figure out how you do all this shit.
The only way I did it was like literally because we have a team. And I feel like we have so much synergy, and because we've talked so much about like just backup plans, that when I wasn't there, like the show was able to go on. And I give all credit to Oni, Tyreek, Leah, Casey. Like they really showed up when I was just like not there. Cause even before that, during the planning of that, like I was like, I had to take like a whole mental break. It was so exhausting. So everyone really stepped up. So that's the only way you're able to be in two places at once, is literally by having a team.
Shout out to the team, bro. So what year did y'all start Lotus Rosery?
So Lotus started, I would say, like we got our LLC in 2015. So
how old were you at this time?
At this time I was 17.
Oh my God.
So I was 17,
Baby.
like literally watching YouTube videos on how to like what is a business, like literally stupid. Googling like what type of like legal papers do I need to be official, like what does it mean. But overall, like I feel like my household was always the place where people would come and like hang out. Like we always had the hangout spot at my house, like after school. And I guess one day I was just thinking like, you know, everyone around me so like intelligent and dope, like we're always linking up to go skate and just kick it. Like what if we actually did something like together, you know, like something creative, something like awesome. You know, to like change whatever.
It is, man. Bruh.
Yeah,
that's so crazy. I love that. So this is like when you're graduating high school type.
Yep. So like I guess it was my 11th grade years when I like first conceptualized it. I really wanted to like start my own brand, and then like once I kind of got to 12th grade, I was like, okay, we're gonna make it a clothing brand. I brought on like Oni and my friend Xavier, because they like, I felt like they had the dopest art at the time, and Xavier just did amazing like graphics, and he was a genius in himself. So, you know, I kind of brought them together. I was like, hey, will y'all do this with me? All the way back then.
That's crazy.
And yeah, so it just started from us, like literally we had we made some designs. We grabbed like 20 models and like 2 photographers and just ran to Ponce, and
let's go.
Yeah. So that's how it started. It was a clothing brand originally.
Oh my God. And so how did you transition though from clothing to being like, I don't even know, y'all do so much, I don't even know how to conceptualize like how to be like, so when did y'all start? Not even just shows, like y'all do every goddamn thing.
And that's where I think I need to get better, in terms of like packaging and making it like more digestible to people, because I feel like when it comes to creativity, people like to put people in a box, like, and it just makes it make more sense of someone if like, oh, he's a rapper, oh, like he does graphic design, but it's like, nah, you don't understand, it's deeper than that. You know. But your question was, how did we transition? So my brother, he was managing the studio with his close friend Tashawn, and one day I came up to the studio with him. They were having like some type of session. I asked to go to the bathroom, and this was in Metropolitan Art Law.
Metro?
Yeah, so literally I was going to the bathroom, and as I was going to the bathroom, like there's this little window on the left. I remember it so vividly. We're walking down this hall, there's this window on the left. I kind of look through the window, I see this huge venue. I'm like, whoa, this crazy. What goes on down there? Like, it's just this massive space, like, and he was like, yeah, people throw parties here and like whatever, you know, album release parties, whatever. And he was like, do you want it for $200? I was just like, what?
Damn.
And he said, I didn't even know that was a deal at the time.
Maybe
But
but
I was like, bet, yes, we're gonna do it. Like I kind of just, something just jumped out at me that was just like, yes. Like I had no clue, like no experience in events, like none of that. Like I'm literally just 17 and I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but we're gonna figure it out. So we decided to do a launch party for our clothing brand. And from there, I realized that like so many of our friends, because we had this group chat that had like kids from like all different schools around Atlanta, from like DeKalb School of the Arts to like Tucker to like just Westlake to everywhere. So from there I realized like everyone here, like passion is like music. So you know, I definitely wanted to like give a platform to those creatives. So we found a few people that we wanted to perform, and from there like we promoted the flyers. Oni did, you know, she hand drew the flyers, and you know, we were expecting it to be literally like 20 people. Like I shit you not, we were like just some homies. It's just gonna be like, like being at my house, like and in my head I'm like, we got this venue for $20. If we can get 20 people to come, we made our money back. That was great. When I tell you it was 500 people in that venue, like we were literally expecting 20 people and it was 500 people. And we had no security.
See, I was about to say, so how did y'all handle that?
We was like, if it's just 20 people, we can handle 20 people. Like nothing's gonna happen. So, but I feel like that goes to show like what kind of audience we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we didn't have any security, like, and it went smoothly, and almost seamless. From there, we just kind of realized we wanted to do a festival.
Hell yeah.
And later.
That's so crazy. Yeah. That's actually insane. I couldn't imagine like literally sitting here being like, maybe it'll be 20 to like hopefully 100, you know, and then it's like, no, like y'all have been to work tonight.
No, literally, I promise you, like we were just decorating the venue, putting our little flowers, our little vines up, and we walked outside and we saw a line around the block, and we're like, bro,
so where these going?
I think y'all got the wrong address. Like what?
Bruh, that's so insane. Oh my god, I love that. What a great start.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Lotus like how you got into all this other stuff that you do?
Yeah, or? So initially, like you know, we're trying to do a music festival, and I feel like as I've like gotten like deeper into kind of the festival game, I realized that the music industry is like adjacent to the festival game. When you look at any like, you know, festival lineup, it's like this percentage comes from Atlantic Records, this percentage comes from this label. Right. So I realized like that's kind of how we were gonna kind of get like deeper into this and see more successes from like actually like connecting with people that are in this industry.
Are you ready to name your 3 people? Even though I'm so sorry that I didn't remind you that it was 3, but
yeah, I think I'm ready. I feel like the first person would have to be Anwar Sadat. That was like the president of Egypt that was assassinated. But my grandma, she actually named me after him.
Oh,
so
really?
It would just be very interesting to like kind of see his philosophy and see what he has to say.
Yeah.
And meet him. Another person would have to be Bob Marley.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite artists of all time. So meeting Bob Marley would be like just so lit.
That's so crazy.
And then I feel like the third person would have to be Ethiopia, and she's like the kind of the president at Motown and UMG.
Really? Oh, nice.
And she's like a big inspiration for me, so I think meeting her would be like just so dope.
Heck yeah. What would be like your dream job, since you do so much right now? Like what is like your end goal, if you have one?
I guess my end goal is to be able to take Lotus to different cities across the country and across the world, really. Like, I want to create safe spaces for creatives everywhere, and after that, like, I really want to just focus on philanthropy. I think that's really all I really care about, is just like helping people. So
yeah. Oh my God. We're gonna wrap this up. So now, I don't know, now I make people say inspirational things at the end because I like a little clip for inspiration. But
okay,
camera and
I would say the key to, like, I feel like leveling up in this industry and like actually, you know, getting to the next level is maintaining your relationships, is treating like the people who are like helping your career like your actual friends or your actual family, because at the end of the day, they're people too. And also mentors is also another major key. Like, if you have somebody who's in the industry who's like more established, or at least like, you know, the second person in command, like, that's always good, because this is an industry where you have to go and learn from people. So take the time to go and study and like learn from people like you would do with anything else. So yeah,
that was great. I love that.
Yeah, so you can find me at Anwar.Lotus on Instagram, and Lotus Rosery for our collective / agency / record label
/ icons. Okay, wow, that was so good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
For being on the show. I'm so happy we finally got to do this. Now we're gonna wrap this up, I guess. All right, y'all, I'm Taylor. I stopped saying Taylor too wavy, I don't know. I'm Taylor. This is Dead or Alive. Like this video, I don't know, comment any other creatives you want to see on it, and be blessed. Yay. Woo.